In the wake of a new documentary series that has reignited scrutiny over a long-running reality television show focused on aspiring models, one prominent talk show host has stepped forward with an emotional and impassioned defense of the program's creator and host. The series in question, which aired for many seasons and became a cultural phenomenon, has been called out for various controversial practices and moments that, in hindsight, appear insensitive or harmful. However, the defender argues that context and historical circumstances must be considered when evaluating these past actions. The talk show host, moved to tears during her on-air segment, expressed deep empathy for the challenges faced by the show's pioneering figure, a black woman who broke barriers in the entertainment industry. She speculated on the immense struggles involved in securing a platform for diverse voices at a time when mainstream media was far less inclusive than it is today. This perspective aims to balance the criticism by highlighting the groundbreaking nature of the show and the personal battles its host likely endured. Acknowledging the grievances aired in the documentary, the host noted that the program indeed subjected participants to difficult and sometimes questionable experiences. She referenced a specific instance where a winner from an early cycle expressed ongoing resentment toward the host's insistence on altering her physical appearance, such as undergoing procedures to modify dental features. This contestant felt that the apology issued later did not sufficiently address the impact of those pressures. The defender openly admitted understanding the anger directed at the show, recognizing that it included elements like contestants donning makeup to represent different ethnicities, reports of inappropriate behavior, and critiques of body types that could be seen as shaming. Yet, she urged viewers to place these occurrences within the era they happened, pointing out that the early 2000s represented a wild and unregulated phase in reality television. During that period, programs competed fiercely for attention and ratings, often pushing boundaries to remain viable. Emphasizing the host's identity as a young black woman navigating a male-dominated and predominantly white industry, the defender highlighted the difficulties in getting the show produced. The host had pitched the concept to multiple networks, but only one showed interest, underscoring the barriers to entry for innovative ideas led by underrepresented creators. This struggle, she argued, is often overlooked when critiquing the content today, as modern audiences benefit from greater awareness and sensitivity that were not as prevalent back then. Comparing the situation to hypothetical scenarios involving other figures in fashion, the host suggested that a similar show fronted by someone with a different background might have been embraced more readily. She implied that if the cast had conformed to narrow beauty standards, the project would have faced fewer hurdles, pointing to systemic biases that favored certain aesthetics and demographics. The defender praised the show's commitment to diversity from its inception, noting that early seasons featured contestants from various ethnic backgrounds, body sizes, and personal stories. This inclusivity was revolutionary at the time, challenging the fashion world's rigid norms and providing visibility to groups often marginalized. She specifically mentioned a contestant who identified as lesbian, whose journey was documented and shared, contributing to broader conversations about sexual orientation in media. While conceding that the host couldn't shield every participant from harm in her quest to redefine beauty standards, the defender maintained that the overall intent was to expand perceptions of attractiveness. She cited examples like featuring a transgender model in a later cycle and another with a visible skin condition, both of whom gained prominence and helped normalize diverse representations. These choices, she argued, required courage and persistence against industry pushback. Through her emotional delivery, the host conveyed the unseen battles fought by those in positions of power from underrepresented groups. She explained that maintaining a show's longevity often involves tough compromises, some of which may lead to regrettable decisions in retrospect. The pressure to conform to network demands while trying to open doors for others can result in choices that prioritize survival over perfection. Her tears underscored the personal toll of these struggles, emphasizing that outsiders may never fully grasp the sacrifices made. Reiterating that she doesn't condone all the show's actions, the defender called for a nuanced view that accounts for the evolution of societal norms. She noted how contemporary understanding of issues like body positivity, racial sensitivity, and mental health has advanced, making past behaviors appear more egregious. However, she lamented the heavy criticism directed at the host, advocating for accountability tempered with recognition of her trailblazing efforts. The documentary itself features interviews with former contestants and judges, revisiting pivotal moments that sparked debate. It explores the show's impact on participants' lives, both positive and negative, and prompts reflection on reality TV's role in shaping cultural attitudes. By bringing these stories to light, it encourages dialogue about ethics in entertainment,